Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm working on a new channel art for this channel to replace my older artwork that was sitting there for the longest time. I felt like I was getting kind of bored with my old artwork and it is time for me to recreate a new one. So allow me to go through my process and share this with you. But just let me warn you that this is one long ass video. So if you really do not enjoy watching speed drawing videos, this one may not be for you. So let's get started and see what I've got. The plan really is to do a black and white gray tone drawing piece, something that is reflective of me. This is, after all, my video platform where I share quite a few things of my life and my work. So it has to be somewhat representative, and I wanted to use a drawing style that I'm most comfortable with. The first thing I thought about was to do a digital drawing. I decided to use my Wacom and Adobe Illustrator to illustrate a freestyle composition. Nothing overly fancy, just using line art to create a collage of elements that I really like. So as usual, I will start off doing a sketch of my ideas first. A sketch can be something very sketchy and random. It doesn't even need to be the actual final drawing. I just have to capture my rough thoughts and initial ideas very quickly, put that down as a base and press it to light tone at the back, and then I can start to do a more refined version on top of the base drawing. In this case, I have done my sketch beforehand. I made it a light turquoise color and I'm using black color to draw over it. That part was already completed before filming, otherwise this would become a full 5 hours long video. Working this way, I do not lose my train of thoughts and I can later take my time to craft my drawings better slowly at my own pace. And it is okay even during the process of refining my drawings that I change my mind, and I would add or remove a few things from the initial sketch. That is the fun part of doing a sketch. There is definitely room for changes. I do have my preferred brush style that I normally use for digital drawings. This is something that I've created on my own out of the standard brushes that is already present in Illustrator. Just spend a quick 5 to 10 minutes to customize your own brushes, and that would really help in making your drawing more unique and add a lot more character to what you're doing. Details like this is very important because since you're already doing a personalized drawing piece, make this tiny effort will only add up to the whole entire end result. Doing a freestyle composition is most enjoyable for me because the only rule is I should and can be free with my drawings. It almost doesn't really matter where I start refining my drawing from, because first of all, I've already got my base drawing down, and secondly, starting to do the drawing at the part that I like most will only make me do a better job and encourage me to push on further with ease and confidence. And if I find that I'm not quite getting the flow so well at certain parts, I will stop and move on to work on the other parts. I can always come back to complete whatever that I've left off previously and try to get that good momentum back again much later. Seriously, it really doesn't quite matter. What's important is that I have had a good time, and knowing that this is something that I've put my time and effort into, it's good enough for me. So as I mentioned earlier, a lot of changes to happen with freestyle drawings, because as the drawing progresses, things may not look so right anymore as its original sketch. I will either introduce a new element into the drawing or move certain elements around to create a better overall balance. Having said that, I will always formulate a theme for each drawing, so constantly check back to see if the overall drawing is still aligning to that theme is important. If today I've set out to do like a whimsical theme per se, I will try to keep to elements that align to that. For example, coming up with this underwater idea has been such a challenge and fun at the same time. Working it into the whole composition was not easy, I'm not gonna lie, but oh well, I just tell myself, don't beat myself up over this, be free, allow myself to work out of my usual style a little bit, try a few new things. So I'm just glad that it eventually worked out. Elements that I never thought would go well together after much fine-tuning, they did look okay. So staying close to the initial theme and be very mindful of what elements that I was working with does help the overall look to get a little grounded and cohesive. The one thing I know is when I get down to drawing these koi fishes, I was having such a good time because I have been doing koi fishes for a long time, and I always have them in all my live drawings. I realized after this video that I really enjoy working with some crazy random elements. It just makes my day and can be just so satisfying. So eventually I have added a grey background to this artwork because I wanted to have a really basic monotone to the overall look. Just simple black, grey and white without any colours. And so I could add on details like some reverse white elements and let that pop out bits and pieces here and there. Of course, and then I added my channel name white. I really think this piece turned out okay. It may not be exactly what I had initially wanted, but I do think it had become better than what I had planned. Okay, it has been so much fun and so enjoyable recording this speed drawing. I really hope you too had fun watching this super long ass video. Believe me, I have tried to work this down from a 3-4 hours footage. It is just impossible to go on a full high speed time lapse. Well, that would have been crazy to watch. I hope you have a great day from wherever you are. See you at the next video. Bye!